I know how much you guys love the Worldbox Conspiracy Theory videos. And as you see, you got another one. This isn't about the Beyond the Border theory. But to get this out there, I'll be definitely making a part 3. It's actually incredible how many comments you guys left under that video. And I promise I'll read all of them. That's a bold claim. I'll read out some of them. Yeah, that's better. Less work for me. So in this video, I want to talk about time travel. We all know the basics. You can go from the present to the future or to the past. And of course, while you're visiting a different time, you can pull a devious lick on some item, whether it's something in the form of a collection item, like let's just say an artifact, maybe some magazine, a photograph, or something completely different in the form of technology. Those things belong in their time. I don't really have a good example which I can think of, but let me explain. You're in the medieval ages. Everybody's greasy, grey, depressing, smelling like a bunch of Discord mods inside of an elevator, all heavily breathing for hours after eating onion chips. So you're basically in this awful environment, and suddenly you pull up to a shack in a Lambo, or even a Tesla Cybertruck, if you want to get more creative. You'll probably gain a lot of attention, since that object is standing out from everything else in that environment and time. We have a very good example of this inside of Worldbox. We all think Worldbox is a medieval fantasy game. Then we have an entity called the cybercore, which is very far away from the theme of medieval fantasy. And it also sort of looks like a spy camera to me. And of course, it is quite confusing. And here comes the question, where did it come from? This machine also has workers, which all have a code name. This one's a YouTuber actually, because it's a YT. And if you're asking me, they look quite cute. My theory is, there is a manufacturer for the cybercore and for these machines. This sort of blends in with my Beyond the Border conspiracy theory. What if we're in charge of everything which is outside the border? What if us as the being in charge sources some of our items from beyond the border? And I'm not only talking about the cybercore. Of course, there are many entities and powers in this game, which some make sense. For example, the lightning strike. It fully makes sense that this is in the game, and I understand. We're a god, we can cause lightning, and maybe even meteor strikes. All of these powers are fine and they make complete sense. But something I find quite confusing is the nuclear bomb. Unlike everything else, it's not natural. It's not like fire, water, or maybe even a meteor strike. Why in the god's name would God have an atomic bomb? Or a napalm bomb? Or a grenade? God in this game literally has an entire arsenal of bombs. As if he was some other bad guy. Could this mean God went to the future from our present time, called over Putin and asked him for some nukes, then returned to the present and started terrorizing people? Because for example, could God not just summon a huge fireball? What's the need for God to have nuclear weapons? It just doesn't quite make sense. Because if God is almighty, he could just like create nuclear power, if that makes sense. He doesn't need a bomb to do it. He doesn't need a mechanism. He just has to create a nuclear explosion. Tsar Bomba, yeah, this is full on Russian. And we also have the Grey Goo. Its description being nanobots, virus, destruction. The explanation gives us two possible reasons for its existence. But yet the description isn't sure for some reason. I have a strong feeling nanobots are closer to the truth, since we already have futuristic items in the game. An antimatter bomb, that's even like in the future. But to be fair, it looks quite cool. Just emerges into blackness. And we also happen to have few types of TNT, and the delayed TNT has a clock on it. We even have a landmine, a straight up advanced mechanism. Where did it come from? Oh my god, what did I just cause? Okay, as I said, my theories are very different because this theory doesn't really blend in with the Beyond the Border conspiracy theory. There are two separate things. So either God, or us, the person in charge, gets all of our weapons from Beyond the Border, or we get them from the future. Mind blown. And there's also another entity which it provides additional proof to this theory, the Robot Santa. It specifies it is a robot, and he's just dropping bombs. Where did he get the bombs from? And who made them? And we also have the ability to use a huge bowling ball. In the game's case, it's unlikely that these people actually invented bowling, since normal sport isn't even a thing in Worldbox. So why would bowling be a thing? And why is it so big and hard? So is it possible this theory links with my Beyond the Border conspiracy theory? The answer is I don't know. As I said before, my theories don't really cooperate together. These items could be simply produced and manufactured beyond the border. Or as a god, we could have got them from the future. to use against the past. Which does sound like an evil villain thing to do. Just like going to the future for futuristic weapons to destroy the present. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. And we also have the biomass. It could possibly mean it's a byproduct of something, and I just dump it over here into the box. This is my first proper video with a face cam. Please tell me how you guys liked it. I know it's a completely different format compared to all of my previous videos. Yeah, but I sort of like it this way. And please also let me know if you like it. Guys, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord server. And this is all for the video. Thank you, and bye bye kids.